Alright, what's going on YouTube? So we previously installed the Eonon head unit on the Mazda 3 2010-2013. This time we're going to go ahead and do a full in-depth video on the reverse camera. So we're going to install it from start to finish. And I did watch a few other videos and they weren't as clear as possible. So I wanted to make this as dummy proof as possible. That way you guys can easily install this yourself. We are also doing a giveaway on the previous video, so if we get that video to 500 likes within the first month, we'll give away a free head unit as well as a reverse camera. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. All right, so for this video, all you need is a power drill here. We also got these wire tappers, a wire stripper, obviously the reverse camera. You do need a pry tool. Make sure it's plastic. Some electrical tape. I recommend using a piece of wire as well during this. And then you're also going to need some scissors. Also, you might need some ground extension wire just in case. And then also for fun, I have a speaker here just in case you want to listen to music. All right, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and retake out this step. So I'm going to get my pry tool here. You guys know the deal on this, hopefully. There we go. Now there will be a certain wire that you do have to connect this to for the camera here. So it'll basically be this wire right here, the RCA cable, and you're also going to have to power this on. So you're going to wire strip this and you're going to electrical tape it, that's what I would recommend, onto the 12 volt reading that says for the reverse camera. Now this unit does have a better snapping into place, so it's not as easy to take out as the previous ones, but there we go. So we have the backup camera right here, the RCA. We're going to go ahead and plug that in just like so. And now we have a red wire, which will be right here saying 12 volt for backup camera. We're going to get our wire strippers. We're going to go ahead and strip the wire real quick. Same thing with the other end. And we're just going to twist tie these together. And then we're going to go ahead and electrical tape them. See, we have these two. We're just going to twist them together. All right, that's good enough. And then we could go ahead and test the camera to make sure it actually turns on. But first, before you do that, I'm just going to ground the black wire from here. We're going to ground that one. So I'm going to go ahead and this ground wire for now, just to test it and complete the circuit. Just make sure the red wire doesn't touch anything. Make sure that doesn't touch anything. And then we're going to go ahead and turn on the car real quick, test out the reverse camera, put it in reverse. So let's go to reverse. Okay, the camera works. It looks like I didn't even need to attach it into the reverse camera, it just works. Sorry, the reverse lights, I didn't have to do that. I just grounded it directly from the front, but we're gonna have to ground it obviously in the back of the car somewhere. All right, so this is what it looks like. I mean, it looks really good. You can see myself right here. It looks not bad. Like, you can visibly see it for sure. I mean, I guess if it was in the dark, it actually brightens up as well. So this is in, oh, not pitch black, but let's see there we go. That's complete darkness right there. It's a little grainy, but it's visible. It's pretty visible considering that at nighttime. So we go back into park. It'll go back to like that. Also, we wanted to also fix a issue whenever you turn the car into reverse, it turns off the music or lowers it. I'm gonna try to see if there's a setting that doesn't turn off or lower the music when you're in reverse. But for now, we pretty much tested it out, made sure it works. Now we just have to get rid of this ground wire here, and then we're gonna go ahead and fit it through the back of the cabin. That way we can actually mount it onto the back. So we're gonna feed the cable on the passenger side. So what you're gonna do is there's an opening at the bottom of the glove compartment. You're gonna wanna go through there to be able to actually see the wire again. You're gonna have to remove these two pieces on the bottom. All right, so on the passenger side, we're gonna remove this trim. Plastic pry tool will come in handy. Technically, you can use your hands, but it's better if you just use a pry tool. It doesn't break anything. There we go. So just remove that trim right there. Now we're gonna remove this plastic piece on the corner of the unit right here. It has a little pop out pieces. So just like that. So in order to do that, you get the beginning end and you attach it to the part that goes into the camera. And you're gonna, if you could twist it, that's good. That if you have wire, you just twist it. So just like this. And now All right, finally we got it. And we can pull all the rest of the wires here. Make sure it doesn't get tangled up. Mine just got a little tangled up. I'm also gonna add some electrical tape onto this wire right here so this camera doesn't accidentally fall apart. So we're just gonna add some electrical tape onto that as well. All right, there we go. So now it's it's electrical tape right there. It's like very, very bright, but this also pops off. We're gonna feed it through that down there. All right, there we go. Fed all the cables through. Let's go ahead and re-cable manage this part. So we want it to fit underneath this trim here, ignoring those holes right there because that's where the clips go. And then we could also technically electrical tape in certain areas whenever we need to. Keep that in mind. So we fixed our camera because we accidentally dropped our camera, which is crazy, and it broke for a second. We're gonna take out the mat, and then in here you can see a little opening on the corner, the right-hand corner right there. We're gonna take off this little dash piece here on the bottom. Make sure you don't lose these. There's a second one here at the bottom, but it looks like they already took that off from the previous car owner. And that's pretty much everything that needs to be taken out. So it should just be able to pop off. I'm gonna go ahead and feed the cables from that little corner right there from the inside. You can just do that by taking down the seat, and the cables will fit right through. And then when you close it, just make sure you tuck it in to this bottom trim right here, because there's a little bottom trim. Check this part out right here. So you see that little black piece right there, hopefully? We're gonna take this piece off. I'm gonna try it from the bottom, hopefully. There you go. And just feed everything down there. All right, so we got everything out. Or you probably can't see it, but there's a tiny little hole in between all that. You'll see it once you are in person. All right, there we go. So now we got the wire through. Hopefully it fits everything. We're just gonna connect it just like so, and we're gonna use electrical tape. All right, there we go. And let's position the camera now. And I'll make sure that it's not in the way of the license plate or anything else like that. Technically, you could put it in like this. I also got some extension because we didn't have a proper ground. So I'm going to show you a better method. You might need an extension for sure. We're using 14 AWG stranded. I got this at Home Depot. It's a lot of wire, but I got it for 26 bucks. It's pretty pricey. I could have got it on Amazon, but I wanted to get it as quick as possible. So I just got it right now. Pretty quality product. Shout out to the guy at Home Depot. You're a real one, homie. He helped me out because I don't know anything about wiring or anything. He told me for the wire tappers and all that, which is really cool. So shout out to you, homie. All right, so I know it's not efficient, but we put the ground wire, we're putting it all the way to the front now. So we already started putting it on the passenger side. Just because we had that previous ground wire when we were testing it, and that did work. So we're just gonna do that again and put it back onto the front. Since, I mean, we do have 50 feet anyways. All right, that was way easier the second time. I pretty much finished it up. I wanna say I used maybe about 10 to 12 feet of wire. I kind of just estimated it and I got it pretty much on the dot. But he recommends to use the wire tappers, which I believe we still have the ground. Yeah, we have the ground wire right here. So we're gonna use this one specifically. Take off that cap. We're gonna take off a lot more so that way we can wrap it around this one because this one's thick. So we can wrap pretty much as much ground wire as we need. All right, so this is how I did that. I just wrapped it around just like that. I know what you guys are saying. It's probably a bad idea to do this. I just wrap it over and then I use electrical tape and there we go. So that's how that's gonna be. And it should be good. Now it's grounded for sure. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and install the camera. We're gonna use this. Take out these little dots so we can screw it in. Apply it onto the back right here. And then it's easier to take off these screws before. That way you can drill it in to spot. All right, so I put it on like that. That little foamy spot. You don't have to if you don't want to, like exactly like that, but that's how I did it. Now we're just gonna reinstall. All right, let's go ahead and test out the reverse camera for the first time. This is me seeing it in action. So it just takes like 5 seconds. Wow. That is perfect. That's exactly how I wanted it to be. Yeah, you can still see the ground. I might need to tilt it a little bit more down. Perfectly clear too. All right, so you could adjust it slightly down. It was like this before. Just do it more down, and then we'll tighten those into place. All right, so the reverse camera, when it came to actually driving at night, or reversing at night, I should say, it was very, very clear. Yeah, sure, you are in a lit environment. Even without the lit environment, when I was backing out of dark alley or whatever, it was perfectly fine. It did a really, really good job when it came to basically nighttime mode, as well as just seeing the environment around you. It has a nice field of view so that we were able to see everything. I love the green, yellow, and red lines that we were able to see when you're actually getting close to a object. The red is you're about to hit the object. Yellow is a safe enough distance. Green is a little bit too far. I like to park at the yellow line according to the back of the yellow line or close enough to a vehicle at that yellow line. So it's a really good way to be able to park reversed or park out of something, that way you don't hit anyone, that way you don't have to keep looking over your shoulder. Yes, you do have to obviously keep looking over your shoulder manually, but this is just a great assurance to make sure that you know you're clear and there's nothing behind you. Now, when it comes to the insurance claims and stuff like that, you can get a reverse slash dash cam that's front and back for both Uber rides and for just regular everyday commuting or whatever. You can use that dash cam, and it will show you guys in the future video for that one. I have to download software and all that other stuff. We did went ahead and learn how to reverse both without and with the reverse camera for about 2 hours. Me and my sister did that just randomly.
Wait, it's crooked. It's crooked.
And now we both know how to reverse park. So that's amazing. So thank you, Eonon, for actually sending this out. You actually managed to be able to teach us on how to basically reverse park. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll answer every single one of them. Eonon will also be in the comments down below, and will answer out anything you guys have related to this technology. So thank you for watching. Oh yeah, way too sensitive. I guess you could also look at those lines.
Alright, so I'm gonna try the one by the tree because it helps me know. But then, like, look, are we hitting cars right now? Okay, it is like the way I'm looking is right. So I would go whole full space. Wait, that's kind of good. Which one is it? Oh, wait.
Very You're straight at first, and then you messed up.
Because I couldn't tell.
That's why you look at the camera after.
But like, people in the olden days, they'd be doing it.
Oh, mama be doing it. So it's literally 11 o'clock at night. We're practicing on how to reverse park because none of us know how to. So this is probably like 30 minutes into our training, I guess you could say. Too much to the right. Oh, she's adjusting her. Oh, okay. Okay. That was pretty good.
See, that's way too much. I mean, at least it's straight. It's not straight now. That is not.
All right. Now it's about an hour later. Hopefully she mastered it. She got lucky that one time. I'm pretending to be a car, and there's another car right there, basically. She already parked perfectly this last time. So hopefully she could park perfectly again. Those are the lines, by the way. Yeah, she did pretty good. A little to the left, though.